Hey, YouTube. So, um, since I have more time to talk today, I thought I would. So I knew I said my last video was a video for Pride Month. Well, today's video is. Um, I just thought I would go through what sort of led me to believe what I am. And one of the events that really culminated into me figuring out who I am and the fact that I'm trans was an event in middle school where, for the lack of a better word, I started feeling different. And I feel like that's a common thing for people. You start feeling different, you start feeling like you don't belong. You start feeling like your body is really not yours and you feel like you're a different person. And that really started happening around middle school, but didn't start really truly happening until high school. And in high school, it was a rather interesting time because I really didn't have many friends until around 10th, 11th grade. So my first year of high school, I was basically all alone. And with being basically all alone, I really didn't have many people to talk to about things. So I done what anyone did when they was in ninth grade. I went online. And when I went online, I started doing a lot of research into things and I found a lot of stuff that made sense about me. The feeling that you weren't in your own body, and among other things. And I started finding stuff like that, which sort of culminated into me feeling, well, for good 2, 3 years at that point, that I wasn't normal. Now, what is normal? Personally, I don't know what normal is. However, there's probably people who do. And that's okay. Being normal isn't bad. Because you being normal just means that you don't have to worry about certain things. Uh, and with worrying about certain things comes a lot of other things. And among other thing from that time, I didn't know if I liked boys or girls. So what do I mean by that? Well, I didn't have a girlfriend up until 11th grade. But around that time, a friend at the time actually said that they liked me, which was a little weird because this friend was male. A male friend said they liked me, which I didn't know how to react at the time, which hindsight is 2020. I knew how I should have reacted, but I didn't. But I remember it was the night after school. They messaged me on whatever app it was. I can't remember what it was, but it was an app we were using to message all of our friends. It was a group chat. They messaged me separately and they told me that. I was like, "Oh, cool." I didn't know how to react. But I remember the next school day, I remember going into class. I can't remember what hour it was. But I remember being nervous. I didn't know why I was nervous. Maybe because I turned that friend down, I didn't know how to react to them. Because I didn't know if they would feel bad if I turned them down or not. Because, it was a little bit of a big deal for a guy to come out to a guy and say they liked him and all that stuff. So I didn't know how to react. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, with that being said, you could say that was one of the first events that made me figure out, wait a minute, I'm not normal. But to clarify, I do not like males, I only like females. So yeah, that is a thing that I struggled with figuring out for a couple years, but I only like females. So there's that. So yeah. Among other things from that time, hmm, towards the end of high school, when that my first relationship, my first serious relationship, which lasted for about half a year, we broke up. I started talking to an old friend from I believe middle school, like 7th, 8th grade again. We talked for a little bit during that time, on and off, but we never had classes. We started getting classes in 5th grade, and not 5th grade, 11th grade, we started getting classes again. So we started talking. This friend is where a lot of it sparked. Or rather, sparked, whatever. What word would you use? Piece together the puzzle. I'd say where I pieced the puzzle together about myself. Sort of. Start of. This friend came out as trans. Trans, female to male. So yeah. They came out as that, which I was sort of sheltered at the time, so I didn't really know what it was. I knew what it was, but I didn't know what it was. And they came out as trans, which was very interesting. Because I feel bad because I kept messing up their name and a lot. I still feel bad about it. We don't talk anymore because the person they're with, the person they're with or were with at the time, on and off, not a good person, very much a mean person. And they would constantly complain to me how mean they were. Anyway, and that made me think about all this stuff about my life, how I don't feel like a lot of this stuff for me wasn't right. And it took a few years until really last year, or actually, wait, 2020, I believe, is when I started, because of lockdown, I just started thinking. And thinking and thinking and thinking. And which really led into me figuring out that I'm trans, which is a rather interesting story, I would say. But with that, I don't know how to explain it to other people. Obviously, online, I am completely out to people. I have no shame in it. But people around me, yeah, no. No, 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 no. They're never gonna know. Not while I'm living with my parents, at least. And the only time I can record videos like this is when they're at the store. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to hear more of my sort of life talk / rant videos, I have another one from a few days ago that you can check, and this will be also be in a playlist with that. So, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more videos, leave a comment down below. Bye!